All right, folks, file this under only in Florida. And as a former resident, I can say that particular folder is pretty thick. When the temperatures drop, the iguanas do too. Iguana precipitation, effectively down south. A cold snap is turning parts of the Sunshine State into an iguana drop zone, and Floridians, they're on the watch. Joining us now is the great Ron McGill. He's the communications director at Zoo Miami. Ron, it's great to have you back with us. We know this is a well-documented and perfectly natural thing, but it's funky, no question. So what are you expecting when the temperatures drop later this week?
Listen, generally speaking, as soon as the temperatures get below 50 here, the iguana starts slowing down. And depending on the body mass, smaller iguanas are going to have much less tolerance to the colder temperatures. So once it gets down into the 40s, those animals start to slow down. Smaller ones will start becoming immobile. Larger ones might take a little longer. That takes into the low 40s, high 30s. And that's when those big guys start falling out of trees. And people need to understand, iguanas instinctively go into trees at night to avoid any kind of predation. So what happens is, as they get cold, their body just basically shuts down. That natural grip they have in the trees loosens up, and that's when they fall. So it's quite quite enlightening for people who are not used to it. I've seen tourists just scream and think the world's coming to an end when they see a 5-6 foot iguana plummeting off the tree. They think it's a dragon or something.
Yeah, the end of all things. But these guys, these iguanas, they're native to Central and South America, not Florida, technically an invasive species. What do we know about the population numbers down south? How far north do they make it up the peninsula?
Listen, the populations have exploded. Here in South Florida, you see them much more commonly than you see any native lizards. They are now going all the way up through Orlando. I've heard them even get north. Some people told me they've seen them in Gainesville. Now, that's something that's stretched a little bit, but it's showing you how these animals can adapt, because even when it gets cold, they usually are around water someplace. Water is kind of their escape zone, but they'll also go into the water when it gets really cold, because the water temperature is always a little warmer than the ambient temperature around them, and they use that kind of an insulation. They also will dig into the ground, go into burrows. So it's the ones that go up into the trees that are more, apt to get stunned like this and fall out of the trees. But like I said, until you've seen a 5-6 foot iguana face to face, you haven't experienced a big lizard.
Yeah. I was down in Tampa for half a dozen years. Our pugs would chase the little lizards that dropped their tails. We never saw the big iguana. So maybe it used to be south of I-4 and now it's moving its way up. This is temporary, though. The cold temporarily stuns the iguanas. When they come back, they're a little bit like zombie lizards. You said if you haven't been face-to-face with a big lizard like this, you don't really know what the deal is. What's it like when they reanimate? Have you seen that? How long does that take?
I'm going to tell you a quick story down here in Key Biscayne. In Latin countries, and I'm Hispanic myself, iguana is a delicacy. They eat them. They actually farm them. So we had a gentleman who came from, I believe it was Ecuador at the time, and he was collecting these iguanas on Key Biscayne as they're falling out of the trees, and he's throwing them in his truck, and he's thinking, I'm going to have some iguana barbecue. This is going to be great. But when he put them into his car, it was a station wagon. It was warm in there, and they all started to come to life, and they started running around in the truck, and the guy wrecked his car. I mean, thank God he wasn't hurt, but he was freaking out because these things came alive in his car. They were warming up in the car. So you have to understand, they are usually not dead. Now, that's not to say they can't die from this. Extended periods of that very cold temperature will kill them. But just a few hours is just enough to put them to sleep for a while. They will wake up. So be very careful.
Yeah, you switch up from a station wagon to either an El Camino or a truck. You want that open for when those things wake back up. That must have been some car ride. Hey, Ron McGill with Zoo Miami. It's always great to chat with you. Thanks for being here with us on Fox Weather.
Always a pleasure. Have a great day, man.
You too.